Your math test is out of 20 points. How many points would you need to get if you wanted a C or higher? And just to make sure that you know, the lowest C possible is a 70%. So basically what this question is asking is we got to find what 70% of 20 is. So multiple ways of doing this. I'm going to go ahead and use a table to answer this one here. So our first step is going to be drawing that table. So when I draw this table here, I know that 20 points is the total number of points on the test. So 20 points is obviously going to be 100%. What we're trying to find is what do we need to get a C or higher? So 70% is the lowest C, so we're going to have to get this number of points or higher to get a C. In this case here, no direct route from 100 to 70. But since we're trying to find 70% here, I always recommend trying to find 10% because 10% is a multiple of 70 and it also is a factor of 70 and also a factor of 100. So in this case here, the second step is going to be finding 10%. So to get from 100 to 10, we know that we're going to need to divide by 10. The reason that finding 10% is always a good option is because no matter what the number is here, that's 100%, when we're dividing by 10 to get 10%, all we're doing is moving the decimal one spot to the left because when we divide by 10, that's all we're doing is moving the decimal spot. So in this case here, 20 divided by 10 is just going to be 2. And even if it wasn't a nice even number like 20, dividing by 10 is really simple because even if it was 27, all we're doing is moving the decimal over 1 and you get to 0.7 for your answer. But in this case here, nice and simple, dividing by 10, so we know that 10% is equal to 2 points. Now, if we're trying to find 70%, we got to figure out how do we get from 10 to 70, and that is going to be that we're multiplying it by 7. So same thing goes for here. Multiply by 7. 2 times 7 is 14, which tells us a 14 out of 20 would give us 70%, or would give us the lowest C. So we need a 14 or higher to get a C on our test.